Let's cross now to Beirut to speak to Rawad Taha, where hundreds of thousands of Syrian refugees are currently based. Rawad, just give me a breakdown of the Syrian refugee population currently in Lebanon.
Good afternoon. So more than a decade after the onset of the Syrian refugee crisis in Lebanon, Lebanon is still the #1 country in the world in terms of refugees per capita. So that's when we compare the refugee population to the local population. And it's also the highest per square kilometer. So in terms of Lebanon's area as a country, it hosts the highest number of refugees worldwide. In terms of specific numbers of what the current Syrian refugee population is in Lebanon, we're talking about over 900,000 registered Syrian refugees. Those are registered with the UNHCR agency. However, government estimates push that number further to 2 million in total when unregistered Syrian refugees are included. So that's a very big number. Moreover, if we want to discuss some numbers we have retrieved from the healthcare sector in Lebanon, 6 out of 10 newborn babies in Lebanon, and here we're talking only about registered newborns, are of Syrian nationality.
So what problems are those Syrian refugees facing in Lebanon?
So besides the fact that the entire population in Lebanon has been facing an unprecedented socioeconomic crisis over the past 3 years as a result of the collapse of the currency, the inflation, the COVID-19 pandemic repercussions, the Syrian refugee community in particular is one of the most communities that is suffering today in the country, with a very high unemployment rate, with no access to healthcare in many instances, inadequate access to water. We have tapped into the cholera outbreak affecting Lebanon's northern region and the Bekaa Valley, and most of those affected in that cholera outbreak are Syrian refugees. The highest number of people infected with cholera in Lebanon are Syrian refugees who have no access to clean water or to adequate water resources. So this is really a very big issue. Moreover, we're looking at some, and especially recently, there has been some effort by the Lebanese government to actually enforce what they called a voluntary return of refugees to Syria. In some instances, that has been condemned by the international community. The fact that the Lebanese government has been trying to push Syrian refugees to leave out of the country. Simultaneously, we have seen some wave of hatred coming from host communities, which are also now impoverished, as a fact that more than 80% of the Lebanese population is also in poverty after the collapse of the country in October of 2019. So it's really a tough situation for the host community, and it's even a tougher situation for the Syrian refugees.
Rawad Taha from Beirut, thank you.